Yeah, but we obviously made a really good start. What we wanted to do in the game, because this can be it's a really tricky place to come and play, and Stephen's done great here. There's some really good results, but we started the game how we wanted to, on the front foot, playing forward, running forward, and scored the 2 opening goals in the 10 minutes, which can, make the crowd flat and obviously St Mirren flat. But yeah, really pleased. Obviously the sending off means that they go to 5-3-1 and becomes more difficult for them. But we managed that side of it in the second half much better than what we did at the weekend, and that's the learning. So created a lot of chances. Our only downfall was our own players getting in the way of scoring more goals. So, but yeah, the structure was really good, and yeah, pleased for that.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast, where we just saw Celtic beat St Mirren by 3-0. Goals by Maeda, Matt O'Reilly and Greg Taylor, with a very comfortable win for Celtic in the end. St Mirren sent down to 10 men just before half-time as well, but we'll get into that. John, how you doing? Did you enjoy the game?
I really enjoyed it, Just, I was expecting a wee bit more for St Mirren. Don't get me wrong, they were getting stuck in before they started conceding goals and stuff. But I was expecting a closer game. I did say 3-1 in the prediction, right enough, but I don't know. I was expecting it to be a wee bit closer than that. Xander 1-0, 2-1, something like that. So, no, I'm delighted with that.
Yep, I did say 3-0 as well and changed it to 2-1 because I'm like yourself. I thought it was going to be a much closer game. But Celtic just came out the traps, flying out the traps, boom, boom, boom. Within 57 seconds, John, with a goal up. That was a Maeda goal. A lovely ball from Matt O'Reilly, obviously. Straight through to Daizen Maeda, John, and we finished underneath the goalkeeper, which is 1-0 up early doors. Everything's nice and comfortable early on, John.
It's good to see Daizen getting back on the score sheet again. Starting to see Daizen get back up to speed now, Xander.
Saw a big difference in Daizen the day, John. That was more like him, wasn't it?
Aye. That's him just getting into fifth gear in it. He's starting to hit the top speed. He's getting back to his pacey, closing down, making the defenders' lives a misery. So Daizen's fantastic. I mean, we both love Daizen Maeda, and it's great to see him back on form again.
Yeah, it was always going to take him a few games to get back, wasn't it?
Of course it is. You don't come back after a 2.5 month injury and just hit top form, It takes time, Xander.
Yeah, it takes time. And it's good to see the bench today, John, with all these injured players that were injured, now fit and ready to play. Your Hatatis, your Abadas, obviously Carter Vickers, he's still out, but Naroki, Lagabielke, all these sort of players, John. It's good to see them all back into it and having a strong bench and a strong team there for the start.
Aye, absolutely it is. How good was it seeing Hatati come on the park? I seen Rodgers hugging him for a long time at the end. Did you see that?
I didn't see the very end, John. No, I switched it off at that point, because I had to get ready for the podcast. So no, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see it.
We were walking off the park. It looked like he was in tears, Hatati. And he walked right across the pitch resembling him. Hatati had resembling Rodgers as well. It looked like he was in tears for some reason.
Yeah, no, I didn't miss that, John. Missed that. Maybe see if I can get a wee video of that and put it on the podcast if I can find it. All right, so we'll hardly have a chance to breathe, and it's 2-0, John. A few minutes later, we've got Matt O'Reilly and Bernardo combination outside the box. Breaks to Matt O'Reilly. Takes a step to the right-hand side, just puts it into the net. Very simple goal, very simple indeed. 2-0, John, after 6 minutes. Cruise control.
I thought it was going to be a FIFA score after that, but it kind of slowed down, didn't it, after the 2 goals. Celtic didn't slow down. It's just St Mirren decided to go into defensive mode, I think.
Yeah, and then you've got 2-0 up, John. Everybody's happy. You might less think yourself the game's over, because it is over, isn't it? So you're quite relaxed watching this game, I think. You've got Marcus Fraser, John, foaming at the mouth, and he's tackling everything. He's tackling everything that moves. He's venom spitting out his mouth. There's more venom coming out his mouth than there's rain coming out the sky. And many fouls does he get away with before he even gets spoken to?
I noticed him spitting his venom. I did notice that. Don't worry about that. Every time the camera's on, his slabbers flying out his mouth. And that,
and the veins popping out his forehead as well. Do you notice that? Like a Masba. I don't know what that was all about, but I think it was a fifth foul, his fifth tackle on a Celtic player. The referee decides to have a wee quiet word with him. So that's him had his punishment there, John.
Aye, calm the venom down. The ref says that's enough. That's plenty. Just let it go.
It was quite bad for that boy, wasn't it? I don't know what his problem was, but everything that moved in a Celtic total was kicking it. 28 minutes gone, John. We've got a free kick to Celtic. Palmer floats it, doesn't floats it actually. He whips it in. Palmer whips it in straight onto Kyogo's head and he heads it wide. If wee man's unlucky, then he's no renowned for his heading ability, is he, wee Kyogo?
He's banged a few in with the head, but he's still no up to his best. I mean, that goal scored against the other mob was world class. That was outstanding. You think a guy that can score a goal like that wouldn't he miss some of the easy chances he missed tonight, Xander?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you look at the goal scored against Rangers, John. It was, as you say, it was world class. What a finish! You know, putting it beyond their goalkeeper. Best goal of the game, as you said as well. Outstanding finish. And then you've got some of the chances that you missed tonight, as you say, John. So maybe he's still lacking in a wee bit of confidence, the wee man. But he'll get there. He's got a 3-week break coming up, John. I'm sure he'll be flying when he returns, the same as every other player. 2 minutes later, John, we've got another free kick, and Palmer decides to go direct with this one, and he hits it about 10, 15 yards over the bar. Palmer didn't have his best game tonight, did he?
Nah, I thought he was quite poor tonight, Xander. Palmer, that's the first I've said that about Palmer. He was pretty poor tonight.
Yeah, he wasn't his best. He tried his best. He tried his hardest, but nothing was coming off for the boy. But everybody's allowed a poor game or a bad game, John. So that was his off night, I suppose. So the first half's playing out, John. We're 2-0 up. We're cruising, pass the ball away. Some nice interpassing, some wee efforts on goal. Some saves for the old goalkeeper and all. Hemming, another goalkeeper that's had a decent game against us, John Hemming. He was half decent, wasn't he?
Aye, he was good tonight. He must have pulled off about a dozen saves.
Aye.
He was a good keeper.
Aye. Nah, he played well. Some saves. Kept the score right down, didn't he? So half time, John, we've got an attack or a corner from St Mirren. And it's Olusanya, John, who goes for the ball and more or less takes Joe Hart's head off with a straight leg, I might add. Studs into the face. It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
I'm not laughing at the tackle. It was brutal. What I'm laughing at, I thought you says old lasagna.
Nah, Olusanya, aye.
Old lasagna.
So it's a straight leg, John, into Joe Hart's neck and face. Studs showing there. I don't know why the referee gives a yellow card. I really don't, because it's plain for everybody to see it was a red. But he gives a yellow, goes to VAR. VAR overturns it, sends him off. That was a quite bad one, wasn't it, John? That was nearly took his head off there, didn't he?
Very dangerous, Sander. Very, very dangerous. That's a straight red if ever you saw one. But I don't think the boys intentionally tried to kick Joe Hart in the head. The ball's there to be won into it. Joe Hart's came out. He's going in with a straight leg at a dangerous level, though. So it is a straight red card. I don't think the boys intentionally done it right enough, but I don't know. What do you think?
Well, what I did notice is none of the Celtic players claimed for it. The rest of the Celtic defenders played on. None of them had their hand in there or nothing, claiming for a free kick or anything, John. So I don't know why the Celtic players don't claim for anything. But they didn't claim. But the VAR stepped in anyway and sent the boy off, John. I don't think it was intentional. I don't think he was trying to hurt Joe Hart. He's obviously going for the ball. But it's a straight leg, John, and that could have been a lot worse for Joe Hart.
It certainly could have been, aye. That's could have done all sorts of damage there, Xander. Really, really, really bad challenge. No intentional, of course. 100%. I don't think that boy intended to do that. But he knows as soon as he's done it. I think he knows he's going off. I think he knew he was lucky getting a yellow.
Yeah.
he's helped Joe Hart back up, and all credit to Joe Hart for getting straight back to his feet after it as well. A few seconds
that's right.
after it.
That's right, John. That's right.
But he could have done so much more damage there, Xander. He could have done a lot of damage to Joe Hart's face there with that. Studs up right into the face.
Yeah.
So, no, fair play to Joe Hart for getting back up again. And, you know, so we can only say that. And as long as Big Joe's okay, that's the main thing.
Yeah. And by that point, the game is over anyway, John. We're 2-0 up cruising at half time anyway. So I switched over to Sky Sports, right, to see what they were saying about it, because I've watched the first half on Celtic TV. Switched it over, and Chris Boyd, he says, I think it was McFadden that said to him, did you think it was a red card? Boyd says, well, you don't get away with that in 2024. I says to myself, Boyd, you don't get away with that in 1724, never mind 2024. What's that guy talking about? You don't get away with that in 2024. That was a shocking head off the shoulders tackle. He thinks because it's 2024, you don't get away with it. Anyway, that's Chris Boyd for you, isn't it, John? So half-time whistle goes, 2-0 up. St Mirren down to 10 men, John. What was your thoughts at this point?
Relax. Just relax, just take it easy, just enjoy watching the rest of the game. And that's exactly what I've done, Xander.
Yeah, that's what I've done as well. Second half kicks off, John. And there's no threat, is there? In fact, I don't think it was a threat for St Mirren, even when they had the 11 men, was there?
No, St Mirren never had a shot on target the whole game.
Yeah. So let's go through some of the chances in the second half, John. We had a Palmer shot wide in the 51st minute. 58th minute, we've got a Maeda shot straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. 60th minute, we've got a Bernardo shot. Half decent save from a young cross, John. That goalkeeper was saving everything today, wasn't he? Especially when Abada came on, Abada was just kept hitting the ball straight at him.
I thought it was good to see Abada on right enough. Although you see the difference that Abada makes, though, can you, by the pace that he's got and the positions he gets into. Once that boy gets up to speed, that's like having a new signing, Xander.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's pacey with Abada. He's a great wee player, isn't he, Abada? 61st minute, John. We've got a third goal for Celtic. Bernardo picks out Taylor perfectly inside the box. It hits it on the volley, John. Lovely wee finish. 3-0 Celtic. Game's dead and buried.
Aye, lovely wee chip through to Greg Taylor, and what a beautiful wee finish. And it shut the St Mirren fans up. The perfect way to shut them up, and he cups easy to them. Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely, John. That's exactly how you shut them up. I also forgot to mention Yan came on for Palmer in the 55th minute, John. So we also had another couple of substitutes, Lagabelke on for Naroki. Good to see both of them back. Abada on for Maeda. Hitati on for Bernardo, and O on for Kyogo. There's quite a lot of subs there, John. But it didn't make any difference in the team, did it? We were still total command.
Still in total command, and we forgot to mention why Greg Taylor was cupping his ear to the St Mirren fans. Oh, booing him for getting hacked. Another animal winning Greg Taylor. Tried to snap his leg. And the St Mirren fans deemed that worth booing. Your play acting, get up, boo, nothing wrong with you, boo, go on with it. Tried to snap his leg.
Yeah, Greg gets a tough time in every game, doesn't he? He gets his fair share of tackles against him, doesn't he, wee Greg?
He takes some punishment, Xander, I'll tell you that. He must be the most foul player in the league. Easily the most foul player in the league. Because any attacks that go Celtic, and saying that most attacks came down the right-hand side tonight, Celtic's right, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
They must see Alistair Johnson as the weak link, but normally it's Greg Taylor. But Greg Taylor, he gets hacked out of the park, the wee man, didn't he? He takes some amount of punishment.
He does. And you wonder why he doesn't get more injuries with Greg Taylor, because he's actually quite injury-free, Greg, and he plays mostly every game, doesn't he?
Oh, aye, bro. And the St Mirren fans, again, will move away from wee Greg, but they, again, later on, why the Celtic players goes to overhead kick the ball and misses it completely, And the St Mirren fans all boo him because there's a St Mirren player stood next to him when he done it. Never touched a St Mirren player.
Yeah, well, that's what fans are going to do, John, isn't it? They're going to scream for everything, so that's just part and parcel of what the fans are going to do. But yeah, I know you're talking about the one with Greg Taylor because that was a bad tackle on him, and the St Mirren fans are booing a bad tackle. So I don't know, I don't understand that myself. All right, 77th minute, John. We've got an O and Yang double miss, well, a double save if you want to call it that. O hits it straight at the keeper, then Yang hits it straight at the keeper as well. A double save in the 77th minute. One of them should have put the ball in the net there, John.
That's just been Celtic's failing this season, missing chances right in front of the keeper. Smash it, smash it right into the roof of the net. That's all you do, right into the roof of the net. Nobody's getting near it. You're only 4 yards out. Absolutely leather it.
Yeah, exactly. Just put it in the net. But the game's finished, as you say, John. The game's well and truly finished. Another couple of shots for a badder, straight to the keeper again. 78th minute, we've got Scales, header off the post from a corner. Unlucky there, the big man, unlucky there. That would have been a nice wee finish, that one, if you'd have found the net there, John, just past the post.
Aye. That was very unlucky. I think it hit the post, didn't it? Hit the outside of the post.
Hit the post, John. Yep, hit the post. But unlucky. So the game just plays out, John. And we're not going into too much more. There's a couple of other wee chances, but the game plays out, John. The final whistle goes. We win the game 3-0. Total cruise control. Status quo at the top of the league, John. 8 points clear going into the winter break. Very comfortable.
Aye. It's the perfect game to round off the first half of the season, isn't it? It's just the perfect game. 3-0, cruise control, no worries, no fears. And like I says 4 games ago, if we win these 4 games up until the winter break, I think we're going to win the league. And I'm quite sure that's going to happen now, because we've got our best players back for a start.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of good players there now, and plus Brendan's going to freshen things up, I think. So we'll see what happens anyway during the winter break.
Yeah, ever since Brendan apologised to the Celtic supporters, John, we've not looked back, have we?
No, you've got to remember Brendan is a top-class manager. He is a top-class manager. Don't care what anybody says. He's starting to look like he's getting the best out of the players under. And you've got to remember he's been missing his best players all season.
He has.
How many games has Hatate played this season? 3 or 4?
He was injured. Yeah.
And he was injured at the start of this season, then he came back for a couple of games, injured again. That's him out for another 2.5 months, and that's him just back again tonight. And I wonder why he was in tears tonight. I'm just wondering if he's maybe felt the injury again.
Yeah, potentially. We'll find out. I mean, we can listen out for the post-match interview, John, see if we can get a hold of that. We'll put it on at the start of the podcast, but if we can get a hold of that, we'll do that, and then maybe Brendan will tell us a wee bit more as regarding Hatate, but he didn't look injured or anything, so no, I think he should be okay, John. And it's a 3-week break, John, for these players. Well, apart from the Asian Cup players, they're obviously going to be heading away. But the rest of the players, they'll have a couple of weeks break, John, I would imagine. The players will all come back fresh and ready to go again, John, and that's the main thing. 8 points clear at the top of the league. We come back, our first league game when we come back is against Ross County. Obviously, that's at Celtic Park, John, so our first league game's at home. So look forward to that, obviously, but we've got a Scottish Cup game before that against Buckie Thistle, obviously. So let's get into some player ratings then, John. Let's see what you think the players done tonight. What's your player ratings, John?
Me
1
first.
to 10. Yeah.
Joe Hart, apart from getting kicked in the head, had nothing to do. Give Joe a 7 as normal. His distribution of that was as good as usual. A lot of long balls to deal with. That's what he had to deal with, really. The defence and Joe, all they had to deal with was long balls and long throw-ins as usual. Mm-hmm. So 7 for Big Joe. He dealt with everything that he had to deal with. Liam Scales, 7.5. The Rocky. I'll just give him the same. There was a bit where Liam Skills passed it to Rocky and he kind of ran away from it. Do you remember that in the first half?
I seen that. I think he hit the ball too hard, and it's sort of a ball rolled away from him. The St Mirren player nipped in and got it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right.
But apart from that, I'll give the two of them 7.5. They weren't really tested or anything, you know. They won their headers and that when they came in. So 7 for both of them, 7.5 for both of them. I'll just be kind tonight. Greg Taylor, 8.5 for wee Greg tonight. I thought he had an outstanding game yet again.
Yeah, brilliant. He's coming into form at the right time.
Alistair Johnston, a 7.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
centre of the park, Mattarelli gets an 8. I thought he was really good tonight. His distribution of the ball was fantastic. Cal McGregor, 8.5. Who's the other one? Bernardo, 7.5. Thought he did okay as well tonight.
Yeah.
Lewis Palmer, thought he was quite poor tonight. I'm not going to be cruel to him. Everybody's entitled to a bad game, but he was getting involved in everything still. He still gets involved in everything. But his crossing ability and all that was quite poor. Normally he's top notch at that. 6.5.
Yeah.
Other side of the park, good to see wee Daizen back. I'll give Daizen a 7.5 tonight.
Okay. And your main man up front?
Kyogo, I forgot about Kyogo. He missed a few easy chances again, Xander. 6.5.
Fair dues. I'm more or less the same as you, John. I'll just quickly run through it. 6.5 for Joe, because the only thing he had to do was take the studs at his face. So 6.5 for Joe. Alistair Johnston, I thought had a good game, so I'll give him an 8. Now Rocky a 7, Scales a 7.5. Greg Taylor an 8 because he had another decent game. Callum 8.5. Matt O'Reilly 8.5. Bernardo 7.5. Parma 7. Kyogo 7 and Maeda 8. That's my scores, John.
And your man
decent team performance, John.
It was a team performance. It was a team performance tonight.
Yeah, they played well, brilliant. Whole team. Even the subs when they came on. But man of the match, John, I know Sky gave it to Bernardo. I'm going to give it to Matt O'Reilly. Thought it was brilliant tonight. What a performance for Matt. Never put a foot wrong, John.
I thought Matt O'Reilly had an outstanding game, and I'm going to agree with you, Xander. I'm giving my man of the match to Matt O'Reilly as well.
Yeah, and he scored a nice goal, John. Set up one as well. Another goal, another assist, isn't it? For Matt O'Reilly.
I was listening to his interview as well then there. He's so happy to be at Celtic. He loves Celtic.
No, he loves it, doesn't he?
Aye.
I heard that myself, John. He loves the club. And it's nice to hear him saying what he said, wasn't it?
Aye. Oh, he loves Celtic. We all know he loves Celtic. We says that a long time ago. He loves it at Celtic. That's where he wants to be right now. He's not going anywhere in this transfer window anyway. I know he's been linked with clubs and stuff, but I don't think this transfer window is going to be the one that he moves on, Xander.
No, I hope no, because we need them. We need all good players, obviously. We need our best players, but we need Matt O'Reilly in the team. There has been some rumours and some stories going about that he is going to be leaving in January, but obviously that's just the press, isn't it? The press trying to get rid of your best players, but hopefully he stays anyway, and he's going to be here for another few years, hopefully.
I think he'll be here at least till the end of the season anyway. I don't think he's gone anywhere this transfer window, but we'll keep an eye on that during the break and see what happens. We'll do some wee podcasts if there's any new signings and stuff,
Yeah. And just to let the listeners and the viewers know, John, that during the winter break, we will be doing a couple of podcasts a week, just to keep up to date with the news and any transfer rumours and news or anything else that's going on at Celtic. We'll just do one on a Saturday and one on a Wednesday, if that's okay with you, John.
Aye, perfect, Xander. Aye. Just keeps the podcast ticking over. We'll talk about signings or just whatever's happening with Celtic,
Yeah, good man. Appreciate that. Brilliant. All right, we're rattling through this tonight, John. If comments, you got any comments for us?
Aye.
Good man.
Yeah. By the way, what did you think of my wee tune, my Fields of Athenry cover? Xander forgot to mention that the new song we've got for the intro.
That's really nice, by the way. I liked that. That's why I put it on, John. I was going to run with the old tune there, and I said no. I'm going to let the listeners listen to John's version of The Fields of Athenry. Very nice, John, very nice song. I'm going to keep that on for a few weeks, actually, if you don't mind.
No, thanks, Sander. I was just recorded it. Something Celtic-y, you know. I know the other one I did had Celtic. It was specifically made for the channel, that tune, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you can put that at the end or something like that for an outro or whatever. But no, The Fields of Athenry, because it's copywritten, that's why I just did it instrumentally with the guitar and whatever, you know. But it's nice. It just sounds nice. It reminds me of spaghetti western.
Yeah. All right, mate. I don't know if there was many comments because we only done the podcast a few years ago, John. So where have you got for us, buddy?
Right. First up, so why is we would never sell a club for £1 always first up? But no that we're complaining. We would never sell a club. I'm just wondering why it's always you at the top of the comments. And obviously this was late last night. We put the podcast on. St Mirren away tomorrow will be our toughest game. I said that as well. St Mirren tomorrow will be our toughest game so far this season on a tight, tricky pitch against a team that will have every player behind the ball in defence, and we need to hit the ground running early doors. I've not got my specs ones under, and get the goals and the 3 points. And we would never sell a club had the same score prediction as myself, 3-1.
Yeah, close prediction. Very close. Might have been 3-1 if they stayed with 11 men. You never know, but it doesn't matter. Anyone, we asked for any win before the game, John, and on yesterday's podcast. And we got the win, so we move on. We get the winter break out the road. We come back, we play Ross County, and we go again.
Well, by the way, I don't think St Mirren defended that much at the early stages of the game. They tried to have a go. I mean, they're full of bravado beating Aberdeen, you know. So there you go, Aberdeen. There's a wee bit of revenge for you. Because me and Xander both like Aberdeen, so there's a wee bit of revenge. That's how you put. That's how you put garbage in the trash can.
Dear, oh dear. Right, John, what else you got for us?
Anyway, Patrick McCauley says, St Mirren, let's go all the way. Coy big. Come on, Patrick. You're a St Mirren fan all of a sudden. That sounds like you're a St Mirren fan. I know you're no, but the way you said that, St Mirren, let's go.
Nah, he just wants the same as us, John. If I have any Celtic win, and we got it. Yep. So, Patrick, we got our wish at the end of the day, buddy. 8 points clear at the top of the league. We move on to the next game, Ross County at Celtic Park.
Aye, I'm only kidding, Patrick. Thanks for the comment, mate. Mad About Football says, you guys are committed. Pod on New Year's Day. Thanks, lads.
Aye, well, Celtic doesn't stop for New Year's Day, does it? Got to continue, John, New Year's Day or not, Christmas Day or not. We've got to do the podcast if there's things happening at Celtic.
Aye, exactly, aye. That's good fun doing it anyway. I enjoyed the interaction with the people as well, reading the comments and all that. It's always good to give them a wee shout out because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a channel because that's what we enjoy, the comments and all that, you know.
That's it, John.
The interaction with the people. So, anyway, next up was Michelle Stewart, who was the prize winner. Michelle, well, it was actually her husband Collins. Never heard that name before. Have you used under Collins, unless it's a surname, of course?
Collins, no. I've heard Collins' surname, obviously, but no as a forename. No, Collins.
Collins,
I think I put it on the thing as Colin as well, so my mistake. So sorry about that, Collins.
Aye, Collins, that's a nice name, isn't it?
Aye, it's different, isn't it?
Aye. Anyway, Michelle Stewart said, thanks, John and Xander. Hope you're feeling better. And on the men, Xander, again, thanks for the mention and cheers for the Sutton picture. My husband Collins won. And then she says LOL because she knows that Collins won it for his wife. Mm-hmm. I'll be getting that for sure, she said.
Yep. I wrapped it up the day. I put the bubble wrap around the frame and then I put it into the brown paper and I've put the address on the bit of paper at the front. So that'll be getting posted tomorrow, Michelle and Collins. That'll be getting posted tomorrow. Hopefully you'll get that the next day or the day after that. Be very quick anyway. Very quick. We can deliver first class, of course, and you'll get that within a day or two. And thanks for the well wishes, because I'm feeling a lot better as well, Michelle. So thanks for that, pal.
Aye, thanks for that, Michelle. And then next up was our husband Collins, Phil.
Phil Collins,
Phil, I love Phil Collins. You know me, I'm a big fan of Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
As
not
am
really
I.
a big fan of Phil.
As am I. Genesis.
I'm not actually a fan of Phil Collins' solo stuff. Genesis. When Phil Collins was in, I'm more a fan of Phil Collins drumming. You know, because I like music. But Phil Collins, what a drummer!
Yeah, great drummer. Yeah.
So Collins, anyway, we'll get to the point.
Yeah.
Collins Stewart says, "Happy New Year, everyone. You sound a lot better, Xander. Great to get the Boyd Basher frame. Michelle is jubilant. The Boyd Basher."
Aye, Big Sutton. Yeah. Doesn't give him a minute on that Sky, does he, Big Sutton?
No, Big Sutton can't stand him. It's no friendly banter. You can tell Big Sutton's just laughing at him. And then Collins goes on to say, "No messing with St Mirren. Let's finish well before the break. Hail, hail." And we didn't miss.
That's it. No messing about the day, John. It was straight for the jugular. Get the job done, early doors, and we move on. And that's what we've done. Game was over within 6 minutes. Game was finished. Game's a ball gate. Winter break now, John. We can all take a deep breath and come back, and we'll be flying. Can't wait till we return.
No, I mean neither, Xander. It's like the end of the season now, isn't it? This winter break. We can't stand it.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? We were all uptight and we were off for them. Then we came on to Forum. We beat the Rangers. We beat them comfortably at Celtic Park. Then we beat St Mirren, 4 wins in the bounce, and then as a winter break gets slapped on you. It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Aye, but it's a good time to get a break. I think the Celtic players will enjoy that wee break, Xander. I think that'll help them, and we should come back fresh with some new signings. Hopefully, all our best players are back, ready to go, and finish the season off, Xander.
Yeah, definitely, John. Definitely. Yeah. All right, John. What else? Any more?
Next up was James Doran. James is a regular. I think he's on here quite a lot. You haven't let us know if you're the Jamie Doran. I know Jamie and James is 2 different names, but some Jameses like getting called Jamie. Anyway, James said, "Tough game tomorrow against St Mirren, who will park the bus and have every player behind the ball in defence. But we have the quality to carve through that defence. 2-1 to the tick, with Bernardo and Kyogo to get on the score sheet."
Yeah, John. That's what I thought. I think that was my prediction. 2-1 to Celtic. But it just didn't work out that way the night down. It was a strange sort of game. It was over before you could, get settled into your chair and watch the game. Within 5 minutes, the game was finished. So it was a strange sort of game the night, wasn't it?
It was strange. I mean, it's very strange playing a game in the dark. How dark are St Mirren's floodlights? Are absolutely garbage, by the way. Did you notice that?
I thought it was the camera was dead low again, wasn't it? And there was a wee sort of I wouldn't say a clash with the strips, but it was hard to. I don't know, it's because I'm blind, obviously. I'm not blind, but I wear heavy glasses. But I struggle to see. The strips have got to be totally different, but I thought they were sort of a similar sort of. Both strips were sort of light, weren't they? Slight in colour. So I sort of struggled with the sort of dark floodlights and the low camera. It was a bit hard to watch, I thought.
Very hard to watch. You're right. It was a colour clash, and I don't care what anybody says. That Celtic strip is terrible for clashing with the pitch. I mean, and especially if a team's wearing light colours, it makes it even worse. But whoever designed that strip, sack them. I'm not saying it's a horrible looking strip. It's just it's no for the football pitch. It's no good.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's the same colour as the pitch, isn't it?
Aye. No, whoever come up with that idea, get rid of them. Anyway, Paul McComb, Paul said, good pod, lads. Good pad. He says, great pod, lads. Hail, hail. Bring on St Mirren. The boys will be buzzing. 3 points and a few goals. Keep the faith.
Yeah, that's what we got. 3 points, 3 goals. That's it. What more can you say, John? That's it. The game's done. We've done what we had to do. It was going to be a very tough game, and it just didn't work out that way. So hopefully the next game's the same.
Exactly. But anyway, their floodlights are poor, by the way, before I read the next comment. I know I was talking about that previous, but see when the ball was there at the far side, away from the camera, across the other side of the pitch, in the corner, I couldn't make out the player or the ball. I don't know if it's Matt Ellie that's not very good or something, but I was like, I can't even see the ball.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a struggle the night myself, but maybe it's just, as I say, because I wear the specs, my vision isn't great, so maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Your vision's not that bad, Xander. They floodlights are terrible with that grunt. Honestly, they can't even light up the corner of the pitch.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you had the same problem, actually, if you don't mind, if you thought it was a struggle to see the players the night and the ball the night, and to make a difference between the sets of players. Tell me if you had a problem with that the night, or if it's just maybe me and John that's have got the problem.
Nah, your eyes are not that bad, Xander. My eyes are not that bad, so I can watch other games and never mention something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the problems with St Mirren, and get your cameras up higher as well. St Mirren, build a scaffold in it.
That's it. The low cameras are just horrible, aren't they? But I've got to admit, their pitch did hold the water the night, no problem. That was torrential rain the entire night, and the ball didn't look as though it was stuck once, did it?
No, the pitch was in great condition. Just the dark floodlights and the black seats and all that. You wouldn't know there was any fans there or anything. It was terrible.
Yeah, it's good turnout as well, actually. That was a full stadium the night, John. That was a full house.
Aye, good wee turnout. Celtic fans and good voice again. Paul McEwen just said 5-0 Celtic and hail. A bit optimistic there, but I tell you what, Paul, it could have been 12-0 to Celtic tonight if it wasn't for that keeper.
Nah, the keeper done well, didn't he? We seem to be up against these goalkeepers every single week, but then it's pulling out saves after saves. You know, it's but that's what they're there to do, I suppose, isn't it?
Aye.
That's their jobs. That's what they're paid to do.
That's what they're paid to do, but they seem to do that against us an awful lot for some reason. Never mind. The last comment comes from Phil Boy. He said it's called a current bun punt. I can't say that word because it's a family show.
Aye.
It's called a current bun punt. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
All right. The thing he's talking about, the Rangers kicking the ball into Celtic's box the entire game. Is that what he's talking about?
That must be, because that's all they've done. But that concludes the comments. Thanks for your comment, Phil Boy.
Okay, thanks Phil, and thanks everybody for your comments. Thank you, everybody. Just keep the comments coming in, folks, because it's good to have that wee section where we read out the comments. So keep them coming in, and we'll read out as many comments as we possibly can. We appreciate that. All right, John, that just about wraps it up then. 3 weeks without football. What are you going to do?
In regards to watching football, probably nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't know. They'll just keep up with the Celtic news as per usual, Xander, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm the same, John. Yeah. Keep an eye on any transfer rumours, any actual transfers. And what we'll do, as I say, is we'll do the podcast this Saturday, and we'll keep you up to date with any news, rumours, gossip, anything like that. We'll keep you up to date with a wee podcast on Saturday. All right, then that just about wraps it up. You anything to add before we split?
Aye, just wish me a happy birthday to everybody. It's my birthday today, so you can leave that in the comments if you want to leave a wee comment for the birthday wishes right here.
All right, John, happy birthday to you. Yes, all the best. Happy birthday. Hope you've had a nice birthday. You going to have a wee drink tonight to celebrate?
No.
I know you don't drink. Are you going to have a wee shandy or something?
No. Cup of coffee.
Fair dues. Enjoy your birthday, my man. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. You've still got, 4 or 5 hours left of your birthday, so hopefully enjoy the rest of your birthday, John.
Thanks, Sander, and well done, Celtic. And I thoroughly enjoyed the game, and I'm glad that guy got sent off because it just made it, he could relax, lie back, just enjoy it, no pressure. And there absolutely wasn't any pressure. Probably for that whole game, there wasn't any pressure on Celtic, was there really?
No. I don't think St Mirren had a shot and goal, John, so That tells you everything. With the pressure laid on, there wasn't a single shot on goal for St Mirren in the full game, so that's the way it is. All right, mate, we'll leave it there. Right, we'll leave it there. Thanks for coming on, buddy. We'll see you on Saturday for a wee gossip update, a wee news update. Thanks everybody for listening. If you hit the like and subscribe button, that would be appreciated. And we'll see you all on Saturday. Hail, hail, everybody, and thanks very much.
See you later, Xander. Hail, hail. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hail, hail, buddy.